Good morning. Today we can discuss next topic, that is climate change. What is climate change? Change in weather conditions of environment. Change in weather conditions of environment, including changes in temperature, wind, rainfall, etc. What are the causes of the climate change? Seasonal change. Some seasons are changing, that we know. Then failure of rainfall. Sometimes our rain season become too late. Then sometimes the level of rainwater is very low. Then increase in greenhouse. Then ozone depletion. El Nino is a complex cycle of climatic change. El Nino is a complex cycle of climatic change affecting the Pacific Ocean. Due to these threats to ecosystem of wild animals, or it affects heavy flood or drought. We heard the term El Nino. The effect of El Nino in Pacific Ocean. Due to this process, it is a complex cycle of climatic change. It affects Pacific Ocean. Due to this effect, it is threats to ecosystem of wild animals. It is also caused to heavy flood and drought also. Then content of next topic, greenhouse effect. Increased warming of earth caused by the rise in carbon dioxide content of air. The greenhouse gases allow sunlight to pass through them. The sunlight heats the earth. Then it reflects infrared radiation. The greenhouse gases reflect the infrared radiation back to earth. This process warms up earth. The warming increases proportionately to the increase in the concentration of greenhouse gases. Industries, automobiles, burning of fuels, decomposition of organic materials, etc. release large amount of greenhouse gases. And which are the greenhouse gases? Carbon dioxide, methane, nitroxide, then carbon fluorocarbon, sulfur dioxide, hydrochlorofluorocarbon, then carbon monoxide, etc. are the greenhouse gases. Due to this, the earth become warm up, and the process of industries, automobile, burning of fuels, decomposition of organic materials, etc. release large amount of the greenhouse gases. Benefit of the greenhouse. Greenhouse gases brings about effect similar to that in a glass house. Have you visited Ooty? At that time you can see glass house in the botanical garden. That effect also created by the greenhouse also. Hence they are called greenhouse gases. It prevents the escape of infrared rays. And if greenhouse gases are not there, earth become very cold and water become ice. Hence it is a blessing to earth. Then what are the negative effects? Global warming, then melting of polar ice, climate change, flood, ozone depletion are the major negative effect of the greenhouse gases. Then global warming. This term also we heard several times. The overheating of earth by increased amount of greenhouse gases. What are the causes of the global warming? Automobiles, industries, burning of fossil fuel, petroleum, and plastic, use of AC, fridge, etc. will produce CFC. So, due to this, the greenhouse gases will increase, and thereby overheating of the earth will happen, and by increased amount of the greenhouse gases. And what are the measures we can adopt? Use solar energy. Then prevent forest fire, afforestation. We can plant trees. Then less use of having carbon fluorocarbon products, that is AC, fridge, spray, etc. Conduct public awareness program, conduct conference and meetings at national and international level. Then Earth Summit, we already discussed Rio Summit during 1992. Then Kyoto is a summit at Japan during 1997. They discussed this problem about global warming. Then acid rain. What do you mean by acid rain? Presence of excess acid in the rainwater. Presence of acid content in the rainwater is called acid rain. It is caused by air pollution, also called acid opposition. Acid rain is the effect of the air pollution. Normal rainfall have pH value as 5.6. If it is less than 5.6, it will become acid rain. That rainwater become acid. Then what are the causes of the acid rain? Air pollution, content of sulfur dioxide, thermal working of thermal power station, burning of diesel or petrol are the major reasons of the acid rain. What are the impact? Destruction of living things. Then several health problems will affect us. Cancer, damage of forest, weakness of pine tree. Pine tree will weaken due to acid rain. Then damages for buildings, monuments, statue. Then stone leprosy. Have you visited the Delhi, Agra? So at that time we can see Taj Mahal. Now the building of Taj Mahal is destroying due to acid water content. Then water become polluted. So water pollution also one of the impact of the acid rain. Then ozone layer depletion. Ozone is a gas forming an umbrella around the earth 15 kilometers above with a thickness of 35 kilometers. Ozone is a gas forming an umbrella around the earth, above the earth 15 kilometers above with a thickness of 35 kilometers, up to 35 kilometers. Then prevents ultraviolet rays from the sun. Then thinning of the ozone layer is called ozone depletion. What are the causes of the ozone depletion? Use of nitrogen oxide, CFC products, sulfate aerosol, volcanoes, AC, fridge, burning of coal, etc. are the major reasons for the ozone depletion. Then ozone hole, thinning of ozone layer allowing ultraviolet rays to pass through. Then ozone is thicker in polar region and thinner means very narrow in equator region. Through the hole, rays enter and reaches to the earth surface and affect the people with skin cancer or damage our DNA. Then CFC is the enemy of the ozone umbrella. Use of fridge, AC, carbon fluorocarbon spray products are the CFC. So it is the enemy of the ozone umbrella. They are widely used in coolant of vehicles, plastic foams, dry cleaning, fast food packaging, etc. So we should avoid such products to protect our ozone layer. What are the effects of the ozone hole? Skin cancer, skin diseases, immune system weakened, sunburn, blood cancer, respiratory problems, death of cells, reduction in photosynthesis. Plants as well as animals and human beings are equally affected due to this hole. Then decrease vegetables. It also affects cultivation, farmers. And what are the measures we can adopt to protect our ozone? First conference on ozone depletion discussed during Montreal Protocol in 1987. At that time, India did not sign for that agreement. Then nuclear accidents. The sudden and unexpected release of nuclear energy and nuclear particles into the environment is called nuclear accident. Sudden and unexpected release of nuclear energy and nuclear particles into the environment is called nuclear accident. Nuclear accident causes mass death called nuclear holocaust. Nuclear accident reason mass death, that is called nuclear holocaust. What are the causes, reasons of the nuclear accident? Natural disaster, operational error of the factory or company, operational mistake, then power plant failure, then unsafe disposal of the nuclear waste. What are the effects of the nuclear accident? Death, burning, vomiting, high heat, dark smoke in the environment, etc. Then example, Chernobyl accident that we have already discussed in the nuclear pollution. 1986 affected 4,000 persons. Then Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant accident in 2011 also affected many persons. Then Holocaust means the death of the mass death due to nuclear accident. Large scale destruction of human lives by fire. Historical Holocaust, Jallianwala Bagh massacre. At that time, 6,000 Indian innocents were died. British Army during 1919 due to the order of General Dyer, they conducted this massacre. Massacre of Jews in 1934 is also one of another Holocaust. It is as per the order of Hitler. Then nuclear holocaust means the mass killing of people by nuclear accident. Chernobyl disaster, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, that also we already studied in the previous classes. Then wasteland reclamation. Wasteland is land area that cannot support agriculture or tree growth. The conversion of wasteland to fertile land is the reclamation. What are the causes of the wasteland reclamation? Soil erosion, that land become not fertile. So deforestation, water logging, stagnant water is not good for agriculture. Then industrial waste, salinity, construction of dam, mining, quarrying, etc. are the major reasons for the wasteland reclamation. Then need for wasteland reclamation to ensure constant supply of fuel and timber, to provide a source of income for rural people, and to prevent further spreading of wasteland, and to create awareness among people to conserve existing fertile land and to maintain ecological balance. Then methods for reclamation is plant big trees, social forestry. We can plant many trees in different area, that is the social forestry. Then drainage system to keep drainage spread in the land area. Then afforestation, plant many trees, use biofertilizer and avoid chemical fertilizers. Then consumerism and waste products. Consumer is purchasing and consumption of the goods. Modern technology produces variety goods. Consumer attract to purchase more in modern goods. It brings environmental waste. Now we are consuming so much items that are also packed in the plastic bag, plastic carry bag. So it creates environmental waste. Waste products of consumerism, industrial materials, packaging materials, food waste, plastic toys, plastic cover, concrete waste, nuclear waste, tin, plastic tins, hotel waste, crop agriculture waste, etc. are the major waste products of the consumerism. What are the effects of this problem. Pollution, create pollution, different pollution, exploitation of natural resource, then global warming, create global warming, then it is caused to acid rain and different disasters. Then what are the measures? Avoid generation of hazardous waste, limited use of goods and resource, then reuse of waste products, recycling of the products, then decompose waste, and we can use vermicomposting. The methods we have already understood in the previous topic. Then removal of poisonous substance, change in consumption pattern, essential consumption only, then taxing for the to control such a consumption, taxing to control consumption of such items, then environmental education and awareness. Then now we are following environmental education. Okay, today we studied climate change, greenhouse effect, global warming, acid rain, and wasteland reclamation. Thank you.